Alright, Alico 3, let's do an SGC bulk order. There are some cool, classic, iconic, nostalgic cards from the 80s and maybe a little 90s here. Mainly baseball and football. But this should be a fun one. So let's sift through here. Alright, off we go. Crap Dog. That was either bought raw or pulled from a set, but I thought it was a 9.5 or a 10, so I definitely sent it in for that fee. Yeah, the score, it didn't look great, but thought I had an 8 chance, and it had a nice patch on it. Oops. The Future Watch Breeze. That card's criminally underrated. Might as well do Tomlinson too while we're at it. LTs. Nice swatch on that. That one's 500. Breeze is out of 800. Here's the Rice. So a pretty respectable 8. Decent center and showing a little white on the corners, which is very common with this set. This is a tough set right here if you guys try 86 tops. It seems like I can rack up the 8.5s on this card with SGC. So I always seem to find copies that I think look, these look pretty good. They could probably be 9s, and that's, I guess, the copies that I'm coming across lately. Shockey, this is out of 850. Just says SP Authentic Rookie Patch in a 9. This is another thick one. Calvin, so there's his SP Authentic in an 8 with a nice color swatch there on the patch. So 356. Great set, that 07 Spa. Bowman Payton. Probably 25, 30 bucks in a 9. I mean, the market's falling off on that card. Here's the same card. This one got a 10. PSA 10s are 150. This is probably about 100. I would price it closer to 150 if I was going to sell it, though, because I don't know if that makes any sense, but people got to start pricing their SGC stuff higher. Upper Deck graded be 500. This is Players Inc. 99 Players Inc. Bowman's Best Chipper gets a 9.5. That's a certified auto. So a cool card that was actually put into the pack. See that certified autograph issue. That's something Topps used to do in the 90s. I thought it was pretty cool. But Chipper Jones, 9.5. Here's just the Chiefs card that I wanted slabbed. 8.5 is about what I thought it was. So far all these grades are pretty much spot on. Charles. That's the Premier Gold to 10. Or to 30. Debut LT in a 9. Nice on card. $4.99 print. This would probably be 8.5. I don't know. It's worth about, what's it worth in an 8.5? 70 to 90, I would say. Raws go anywhere from 35. I mean, it just depends. I've seen raws go over 100 if the seller says like this one's a mint beauty or something. Here's Cal. Nice shine on that pup. 9.5 on that's the refractor from Topps Chrome. This would be SP Excitement. So it's in the sleeve. I don't know why. Weird. But 8.5. This was sitting in my PC as a PSA 8, and I looked at it over and over, and I definitely have experience with the 98 Showcase, and I don't know, I just thought it looked like a 9, so I snapped it. SGC thought it was a 9. It is the Legacy Road 2, though, from 98. Great card right there. This one was bought raw not too long ago, so same set. This is Row 0, which is also called Grace. I don't know if they call it Grace in baseball, but I know in football they do. Actually, scratch that. Row 1's called Grace. I don't know what I'm talking about. So this is the Legacy. You know, it looked good. I thought it had an outside chance at a 9, so figured I'd send it in. This was pulled out of a box set, so here's a Canseco, the 86 Donruss. And personally, I just love sending these old 80s cards raw into SGC. I always feel like I'm getting a fair-looking shake. So Canseco gets a 9.5. There's a Crime Dog, too. This could have been from the same box set, but, I mean, these cards just came out looking like blazers. So Crime Dog 10 at the 86 Donruss. Probably bought the set for about 50 or 60 bucks. But you can't really grade, you know, like the Hall of Famers like Tony Gwynn, Ripken, Nolan Ryan, just because the grading prices are so high now and the secondary market's so low. Here's Frank Gore. 05 SPX gets a 9. So that's out of 1275. So he was in the tier of rookies that have the highest printed. Lowest printed was like Rogers at 250. And here's a 2003 SPX 1100 Suggs in a 9. So, you know, it's not like this is adding a ton of value from raw to a 9, but this was pack pulled. I pulled it from a hobby box. No, I think it was an HTA. I can't remember. Yeah, it was HTA, and I think I actually have this on the channel as one of my only box breaks in the last few years. But Jason Churio, sorry, Jackson's the guy on the Brewers. It's highly touted. Ripken, I might have to reevaluate this one. 82 Donruss Ripken. I mean, this thing's a blazer. So I had this one ranked higher. I've taken a look at that one. 07 Ultimate. I think this is game used, so just an interesting Brady card that, you know, it's a thicker card and it came in looking pretty good, so I sent it in. But 9 on that one. I think this was a PSA 6. I might have the tab, and I didn't understand really what happened. I was thinking it was a typo. They typed 6. They probably meant to type 9. Yeah, I've got the sticker somewhere. Oh well, but yeah, just Grinky Future Gems 10. Thought it looked better than a 6. Didn't have any creases or anything. This is the Contenders LT. They should add like the /600. That's the stated print run of this one. So LT, nice copy. Not the best you'll see, but definitely respectable. It's 01 Con. Here's 99 Contenders, and they called it SSD, and the viewer of the channel mentioned in my comments that SSD was a type of foil surface or something. I don't know. It made no sense to me, so I guess that's what it was. But I mean, that blows the newer the newer rookie tickets out of the water. That design. There's 2 of these in this order. So these Frank Gore SPXs. Kind of a tough set though. 05 SPX. Peyton Manning's score. Here's a 9.5 on the base score. Got the Ovechkin. That's the 05 victory. This one probably lost value. You know, newer cards. People pretty much just want the 10 now. So, Caulfield. It's an 82 traded Cal Ripken. 8.85 is the grade I was expecting on it. Bought it raw and it looked decent. You know, it looked good enough for me to send in, but I didn't think it was mint. So 82 traded Ripken gets an 8. There's a Calvin Finest, so that's definitely one I thought was probably going to get a 10. Kurt Warner Rookies and Stars. I wasn't sure about this one. This was definitely a tweener. See, a little white on the corners, but the rest of the card was so nice. And I know this set is condition sensitive, so I thought it definitely had a chance at a 9. But the Rookies and Stars Warner, and it was probably worth it. It's worth about 10 to 15 raw. Probably bumped it up to about 40 to 50. Here's another Warner. So this is the Contenders SSD ticket. This was also about raw, and it came in just looking great. I thought this had a great chance at a 9. So, SSD Contenders Warner. Probably end up just putting that in the PC because I don't have this card. 8.5 on this. Upper Deck Premier Cal 125. This would be a good card just to toss in auction. Here's a ticket LT again. So I think the first one got an 8. This one's an 8.5. Probably has slightly better eye appeal. Back's clean. The front's got a little white. But overall, nice copy. This is a big hit. So Tony Gwynn Fleer. Bought this raw for like $10. I had to sift through a bunch of copies to find one that even made sense trying to buy. And then when they come in, there's stuff that you see most of the time that you can't see in the picture. So this might be my favorite card of the order because I've never gotten a 10 on this card. So Gwynn Fleer, 83. That'll go on the PC. Clemens Fleer 85. This is a tough one because of centering mainly, but here's a Clemens in a 9. Wave of the Future, David Ortiz. Of course, on the card it says David Arias, but these have definitely dropped off a lot. I mean, that's a great card. It's an insert from '97 Showcase. It's actually a rookie card. So that card should probably go back up in the future. Joe Mauer tops. It's always fun to try to buy these older flagship tops and try to find one that looks clean. This Mauer looked good enough to send in. I didn't think it was a 10, but definitely take a 9 on that card. Brady's Score. This is a very elusive card. I think I've gotten a couple of 9s in my life on it, but for the most part, 8s and 8.5s. It's an 8.5. Debut Threads. This is just a Patrick Kane rookie to 200. I think it's event 1. Yeah, used in a photo shoot. So that one got a 9. This is one of the cooler cards in the order. I want to say this was a PSA 9 that I thought looked really good and had a chance at a 10. So Pucka 84 Fleer update. Ripken, that's the 82. That one's got immaculate centering on the front. Man, that's a good looking Ripken. Looks good with the contrast with the white to the black too. Here's the 82 Donruss at an 8.5. So this one didn't do as well. This is one that I'll definitely take a second look at, because I had both of these Ripkins rated higher than they actually got on their grade. That one's just off right to left. It's in like the 55, 45, 60, 40 range, but I don't know. And then here's an 83 Fleer and a 9. So did pretty good on the Gwyn Fleers. That's just base. So 9.5 on Frank Gore's rookie card. His base from 05 TC. This one did not do too well. Peppers 8.5. It still looks cool in the slab though. So 8.5 on Peppers. Crazy shine. Topps Gallery Pujols gets a 9. It's kind of like that drawing painting. Okay, this one. Yeah, this is the one that I thought had a chance at a 10. It's the 85 Fleer. Great centering, clean surface. I think there's just like the slightest corner thing going on, but I mean it's a nice one. So Clemens, the 85. Of course, he's got the 84 Fleer update too. Thunder. Peyton Thunder gets a 9. Topps Chrome Moss. These have fallen off a cliff. I think I saw one for 700 during the pandemic. I think they're worth about 150 now. So here's the Topps Chrome Moss. Just the base one gets a 10. This was in like a box set, and I just flipped to it, and I was like, it looks pretty good. It looks like an 8.5 or so. So I sent it in. It got an 8. Reggie White's rookie though. There's a Rice too. Yeah, this is a Rice I thought had a chance at a 9. This is a nice Rice right here. That's a good Rice. It's a little white right there. It's probably a 9. I don't know why I do so bad with this set. It seems pretty straightforward and easy, but I seem to pull 9s on this set a lot, and they come out of that set looking pretty clean. So 86 Donruss, the rookies. That's a pretty fun set to break too. Here's a pack pulled bow. 8.5. It's got good centering. Thought it was good enough to send in. Shaq Fleer, 9.5 on this one. Canseco, so we saw a 10. I thought maybe it was a 9.5, yeah. So the Fred McGriff was the 10. Here's a Canseco and a 9.5 though. Actually looks nicer than the PSA 10 I sold this week. It's got better centering. 82 Fleer Ripken. This one's got that jagged edge. I think that's why it's an 8. Yeah, so I didn't look closely enough at that one, but still a decent grade for a card from 82. Sean Taylor 94 or 04 Ultra. It almost looks like a gold medallion, but it's not. It's got a cool shine to it. But Sean Taylor rookie. Bought it raw for like $5. It looked really good. Upper Deck Vintage Breeze. So this is akin to like Score and Victory. Just sets kind of made for kids, I think. But a couple 10s on these. Maybe a $70 card at this point. Rookie watch, Breeze. Gets a 9. $8.5 on the edge. It's a little disappointing. This Peppers gets a 9, so did slightly better than the 8.5 we saw. Pretty good. Yeah, this is a really good one. I thought this one had a chance at a 10. So, I mean, it's got the back centering going on too. So, this is a great pocket. I'll probably just keep it. You know, it's got the eye appeal of a 10, so. Vic Topps Chrome and an 8. This sells for the same as Raw, so about 125. It's got that scratch. So many of those have the scratches on the front. It's got decent centering though, so. The Vic Refractor, great card. Reggie Wayne Topps. It's probably not worth it in a 9, but it's a lot tougher these days. Here's a Yao Ming though. Gets a 9. Okay, this one got a 9 from SGC last time. And I always thought this card was a 10. This set is it's straightforward. Top to bottom, right to left. And the chipping and the issues with the corners and edges is just obvious. So this Thurman always seemed like a 10 to me. So I just tried again. Clemens, you know, trying for a 9. Here's some 83 Donruss, if any of you guys like that. Here's Tony Gwynn, a 9.5, it's pretty good. Again, trying to sift through all the raw copies to find one that looks good enough to even purchase is kind of tedious. So here's Sandberg, but it's fun to buy those cards because it's awesome to have them in the videos like this. Rogers gets a 9. That's just the upper deck. So the upper deck star rookie. Card doesn't really have a lot of value. This is the linchpins. It's got some chipping, so 8.5 makes sense. It's a pretty clean 8.5. Jeez, it's got that right there. But cool insert from the late 90s. We've got the Vic gold to 100. Some of these aren't worth it. Sorry, I just laughed at the card in the grade. 9 on that one. Oh, this is cool. It's probably a pop one. I don't think anybody's sending this card to SGC. Gold Refractor, John Elway 99 Topps Finest gets a 10. And I had that rated lower, so it was a pleasant surprise on that one. Crosby's MVP. Flagship Sean Alexander. I only sent this thing because I thought I had a great chance at a 10. This is a fun set. I always look at the Seans and the Jamals. Try to find ones that look like gems. And this is one that passed inspection. Rogers Bowman. This is like $35 now, probably. And they just fell a lot. It happens. They go up a lot, they fall a lot. Sandberg, 83 Fleer, great card. Love the old baseball cards in the SGC with the black. This looks great. Brady. 8.5 on Paramount. We got Gwynn. He's got the little green dot by the nose. They all have it. Here's a 9 on the Don Ross. And we'll close out with a cool, I think it's the only platinum medallion in the order. Roger. So platinum medallion Roger to 50. That's 2001 Ultra. But yeah, that dot right there. Back to the dot. Okay, that's it. I mean, granted there weren't a lot of 10s, but I always say it, some of these sets aren't the easiest, and there's a lot of 9s and 9.5s on the old baseball cards, which is cool, so I enjoyed that order. That's it. Later.